Happy holidays from Jerusalem. Have you ever been baffled by a common complaint among many Christians that various religions are seeped with the commandments and laws of men, especially the Jewish people, who are often supposedly based upon the New Testament, reproved and rebuked for following the commandments of men? And yet today, practically all Christians throughout the world are celebrating Christmas. Now, putting aside any issues of whether or not this particular individual was the Messiah, Savior of the world, putting that aside, where in the New Testament are they commanded to celebrate any particular day, or this day, which happens to be parallel to pagan holidays in various cultures for the birth of idolatrous figure having a similar mission in those idolatrous religions to the mission applied to the Christian concept of the Savior? But putting all this aside, where are they commanded in even their own scriptures to observe such a holiday? This itself is a holiday of men, a tradition and commandment of men. Why do I say commandment? Because anytime you see a Christian going against keeping Christmas as a holiday, the most likely consequence is going to be that all the Christians around him are going to get in an upheaval and protest his lack of desire to observe this. They've elevated it to a commandment, and even if they want to deny that, it's definitely a tradition of men. Ironically, of all the holidays in the New Testament, not one is a holiday that Christians observe. And of all the holidays in the New Testament, they're all holidays observed by Torah observant Jews. And the only winter holiday mentioned in the New Testament is, you got it, Hanukkah. Hanukkah is not even mentioned in the Hebrew Bible, but it is mentioned in the New Testament. And yet, Jews observe Hanukkah and Christians don't. It says in John chapter 10, 21 through 23, specifically verse 22, "And then came the feast of dedication at Jerusalem. It was winter, and Jesus was in the temple, walking in the area of Solomon's colonnade." What is this feast of dedication? If you look at practically any Christian translation, it's only going to say feast of dedication. Thankfully, you can find in the New International Version at the bottom of a page, it says what the feast of dedication is. Hanukkah. Hanukkah is simply the Hebrew word for dedication.